Tonight, from U.S. Bank Stadium.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And some room to work. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. He will find the rookie from Purdue. That's Rondale Moore. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll be out of bounds.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Play action now. Cousins. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Cousins. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On play action, Cousins. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now a 2nd down and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They go play action. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And Cook running on 1st down, but this defense up to the task there as they stop him before he can even get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 1 officially. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Marquise Goodwin. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. First down, here's Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Off the play fake, Cousins. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Cousins again. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Asante Samuel. And the steal. With a little over 2 minutes to play in the 2nd quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they are going to take it. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play fake. Cousins. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. Flushed out right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Cousins. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Lawrence. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. Cousins on 1st down. Quick slant caught by Moore. So we reach halftime. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Man open, it's Goodwin. And some room to roam now. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He was brought down by Eric Wilson. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Cousins. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Lawrence Cager with his 2nd touchdown. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a hand.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They're going for Jefferson downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, his second touchdown of the game. Season. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. A first down throw for Cousins. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Marquise Goodwin. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there for Minnesota.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, Cousins. He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Throwing, Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Cousins now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
To throw is Cousins. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Cousins. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been able to witness.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Cousins here to throw. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he will get into the end zone. It's another. It's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll get the weekend off now.
I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys about to mass up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on Rap a Lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my digits up. Your favorite, bruh. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's real Rap a Lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up